A good number of the people are interested to deliver the speech on the topic of madrasa role, seminaries role in order to get freedom of our country. आज का हमारा उन्वान सिर्फ मुल्क की आज़ादी नहीं है। हम सब जानते हैं 15 अगस्त 1947 को मुल्क आज़ाद हुआ था। हमारे मुजाहिदीन आज़ादी ने अंग्रेज़ों के चंगुल से मुल्क को आज़ाद कराया था अपनी जान और माल की कुर्बानियाँ देकर। लेकिन अफसोस की बात यह है कि खुद मुसलमान बहुत कम तादाद में ऐसे हैं कि जो अकाबिरीन उलमाए देवबंद, उलमाए दारुल की कुर्बानियों से वाबस्ता हैं कि किस तरह हमारे उलमा हजरात ने अपने जान और माल की कुर्बानियां दी, लेकिन इस मुल्क को झुकने नहीं दिया। इस मुल्क की आज़ादी में हमारे उलमा का, हमारे अहले इल्म हजरात का कितना बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन है, खुद आज अफसोस के मुसलमान नहीं जानता है। तो आज का जो उन्वान है वो महज मुल्क की आज़ादी नहीं है, आज का उन्वान है मुल्क की आज़ादी में हमारे उलमा का, हमारे मदारिस का किरदार। आज का ये प्रोग्राम उन लोगों के लिए भी है जो मुल्क में नफरत फैलाते हैं, जो शिद्दत पसंदी को पसंद करते हैं, जो शिद्दत मुल्क में फैलाना चाहते हैं और हिंदू मुस्लिम को आपस में लड़वाना चाहते हैं। आज का प्रोग्राम उन लोगों के इल्म में इजाफा करने के लिए भी है। अफसोस की बात यह है कि वो लोग मदारिस और उलमा के किरदार को जानते ही नहीं और अपनी नापाक जबान से उलमा और मदारिस के ऊपर उंगलियां उठा देते हैं। आइए अब इस प्रोग्राम को बाकायदा आगे बढ़ाते हैं। मैं एक मुसन्निफ का नाम जिक्र कर रहा था, एक और मुसन्निफ है डॉक्टर ईला मिश्रा। आप उनकी किताब भी पढ़ें, तहरीक रेशमी रुमाल, हिंदी में भी है, इंग्लिश में भी है, सिल्क लेटर मूवमेंट, हिंदी में इसका नाम है रेशमी रुमाल षड्यंत्र। आप इन किताबों को पढ़ें, इसमें हमारे उलमा, हमारे मदारिस का किरदार जंग आज़ादी में कितना अहम रहा है ये दिखाया गया है, बताया गया है। आइए जल्दी से प्रोग्राम को आगे बढ़ाते हैं। तो मैं दावत देता हूं, आई रिक्वेस्ट हिम टू प्लीज कम हियर and to deliver the speech on the topic of the role of madaris and ulama in freedom struggle, Janab Mr. Khizr Sahab.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulil kareem. Amma ba'd. Respected principal, teachers and my dear friends. Today, I have been given a chance to say something about Independence Day on this auspicious occasion, and for which I really am thankful for Allah and for my teachers from depth of my heart. On August 15, 1947, our beloved country India finally broke the chains of British oppression. Every year, we celebrate this day with joy in our seminaries, schools, colleges, and streets. We remember those who sacrificed their blood and lives. But I must say with a heavy heart that the history we repeat today is incomplete. The actual heroes of this freedom struggle are being pushed into the shadows, while the real architects of our liberty, the Muslims, and in particular the ulama, are often ignored. This battle, it was not a 70-year struggle, it was a 200-year war. It began when the line of Bengal Nawab Siraj-ud-Daulah sensed the British threat and fought them at the Battle of Plassey in 1757, embracing martyrdom. Then came Hyder Ali of Mysore, who shook the British foundation, and after him his brave son Tipu Sultan. When Tipu Sultan was surrounded at Seringapatam in 1799, he was advised to surrender. His response is etched in history with the fire of bravery. A single day of a lion's life is worth more than 100 years of a jackass. He died fighting, and his sacrifice became the symbol of defiance. When he failed, a British officer stood over his body and declared, "Today, India is ours." But the fire of freedom did not die with him. By 1803, the British reached Delhi and declared their rule. That same day, the great scholar Shah Abdul Aziz Muhaddis Dehlvi issued a historic fatwa. India is no longer free, and it is the duty for every Muslim to struggle for its independence. This fatwa became the spark that ignited fire in every heart. He prepared Sayyid Ahmad Shaheed and Shah Ismail Shaheed, who traveled across the country building a massive movement of freedom fighters. Their journey led to the Battle of Balakot in 1831, where they, along with hundreds of ulama, sacrificed their lives, leaving behind a legacy of blood that watered the tree of our freedom. And this spirit culminated in the War of 1857, where Muslims and non-Muslims fought together, but the ulama were the ones providing leadership. From Meerut to Lucknow and from Jhansi to Shamli, their great scholars like Maulana Qasim Nanotwi and Maulana Rashid Ahmad Gangohi led charge. Muslims were at forefront. We remember the tragic end of last Mughal emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar. He was a king who couldn't even find 2 yards of earth for his own burial in his beloved hometown. Dying in exile in Rangoon, his pain is our pain. When the revolt of 1857 didn't fully succeed, our ulama did not lose hope. They changed tactics. They realized we needed to build institutions to create a new generation of fighters. Thus, Darul Dewan was established in 1866, followed by Mazahir al-Ulum in Saharanpur. These were not just madrasas, they were the fortresses of freedom where great scholars and brave men emerged. And the greatest among them was Sheikh al-Hind Maulana Mahmud Hassan. He spent his whole life plotting the end of British rule, even enduring imprisonment in Malta. He was so feared by the British that they said, if you burn Mahmud Hassan, his very ashes will smell of hatred for British. Through the collective efforts of our heroes like Maulana Mahmud, Maulana Hussain Ahmad Madani, and Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, and many other brave souls, alongside our fellow countrymen like Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Nehru, India finally woke up free on August 15, 1947. Of course, this was only a brief glimpse into the long and remarkable struggle. The history of India's freedom movement is far richer and more extensive than can be covered in few minutes. Since I have been given a limited time, so I would like to conclude my speech with a humble request. Today, let us promise to stop telling partial, distorted history. Let us teach our children the true, full account of sacrifices made by our ancestors. Let us honor the blood that was shed so we could breathe in this free air. May Allah keep our country in peace and grant us the wisdom to live with true liberty. Ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
MashaAllah, my dear student, this is the performance of madrasa student. As I said, in whichsoever field they entered, they really speak very well and they conquered the program. MashaAllah, Mr. Khizar spoke very well. And as he suggested us that to teach our students, our children about the struggle, about the sacrifices of our ulama, ये हम सब की जिम्मेदारी है कि हम अपने बच्चों को तारीख के बारे में बताएं. जो कौम तारीख से पीछे हट जाती है, जो कौम अपनी तारीख को नहीं जानती, उस कौम का ज़वाल आना तय है. तो इसलिए प्यारे बच्चों, हम अपनी तारीख को दूसरों तक पहुंचाएं, ये हमारी और आपकी जिम्मेदारी है.
अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि वहदा वस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला मन ला नबिय्य बअदा मुहम्मदिन व आलिहि व सहबिहि अजमईन, अम्मा बाद. I feel honored to express few points about Independence Day. As we know, most of the scholars of India were hanged between Chandni Chowk to Khyber. Britishers punished our scholars because they were raising the voice against Britishers. Hazrat Sheikhul Hind Rahmatullahi Alayhi started a movement known as the Sikh Letter Movement, and he wanted to free our country from British rule. And he was arrested and imprisoned in Malta, and he tolerated a lot of hardships and faced many atrocities at the hand of the British. We should not forget their sacrifices and their bravery. We should love our country and respect national flag and fulfill the duties with honesty. I conclude my speech with this poetry. मिलेगी मंजिल मकसूद ये ईमान रखते हैं, हम अपनी रहनुमाई के लिए कुरान रखते हैं. वफादारी वतन से हो यही कुरान कहता है, वफादारी वतन से हो यही कुरान कहता है. हम अपने दिल की हर गोशे में हिंदुस्तान रखते हैं. जय हिंद, जय भारत. थैंक यू सो मच.
Good evening everyone present here, honorable teachers and my dear friends. Today I feel honored to get opportunity to express few words about Independence Day. Freedom is not just a date on the calendar. It is a responsibility for every Indian citizen. We remember our freedom fighters and martyrs who sacrificed their life and shedded their blood for our country. Many of our ulama, Islamic scholars, played an important freedom struggle. Many of our ulama were hanged on the tree between Chandni Chowk to Khyber. Hazrat Shaikhul Hind started a movement in 1915 known as the Silk Letter Movement. He wanted to free our country from British rule. He wanted to Hindus and Muslims work together. He did not see the freedom as only a political issue. He did not see the freedom as only a personal issue. He saw it as only a struggle, freedom of our country. One of the main purposes of establishing seminary to free our country from British rule. Our teachers not only gave us education, they also taught us patriotism. 15th August is not just about hoisting the flag and distributing sweets. It is a day to remember those freedom fighters and martyrs whose sacrifices gave us this freedom. Whose sacrifices gave us this freedom. We should study the history of India. We should know what the Silk Letter Movement was. We should know what the Malta jail was. We should know what the Reshmi Romal was. I think that it is a responsibility for every Indian citizen. To me, thank you so much.
So Mr. Zaheen told us about the history of Malta jail, the history of Tehreek-e-Reshmi Rumal, the history of several incidents, and the history of several battlefields where the Muslims ulama, they fought against.
As you know, our beloved country India got independence on 15 August 1947. Many cultural programs are organized on the
freedom of India. This does not mean that others did not make sacrifice for Indians' freedom. Furthermore, I would like to inform you that it was on the trees from Chandni Chowk to Khyber.
Hazrat Shaikhul Hind Rahmatullah started a movement known as the Silk Letter Movement. He wanted
Many cultural programs are organized in seminaries, schools, and colleges. The tribal flag is hoisted in schools, colleges, and
movement. He wanted to free our country from British rule. From Chandni Chowk to Khyber, Hazrat Shaikhul Hind alayhi rahmah started a movement known as the Silk Letter Movement.
Thankful to Allah Almighty who has given me this opportunity to stand before you and speak